Now it's back to Howard Dicus, who is live at the Hawaii Convention Center.
That's right. Looks like he has a guest joining him now, as promised, from Hikino, right?
Yeah, PBS Hawaii trains students from more than 70 schools to learn how to do what we do, to create future members of our tribe. Alayna Kobayashi goes to Punahou. Are you a senior, junior?
Sophomore.
Sophomore, okay. I can't really judge age like I used to. Well, you were telling me that you actually have done a lot of different TV jobs working with PBS Hawaii.
Yes, actually for Hikino, my school is a home base, which means that we do the introductions for each of the stories and kind of tie the whole show together. So I'm a host for that, and I'm on camera for that part, yet I do a lot of work behind the camera for Punavision, which is my school's TV show.
Okay, that's pretty neat. Now, you and actually several people have been over at the Hawaii Convention Center. You are credentialed the same as the rest of us, and you're doing stories the same as the rest of us. How many roughly are involved in it directly?
I know that they picked 5 schools to attend the APEC and the International Media Center this week, and we were so lucky to be one of them. We actually did a story on the volunteers here at APEC, because as soon as we walked into the convention center, we noticed how all the volunteers were so important in making everything run so smoothly. So we thought it'd be very interesting to do a story on them and to see how they contributed to the APEC experience.
Now, tell how come you could tell who the volunteers are.
They have these really cool blue and colorful aloha shirts on.
Made especially for the event. Only the volunteers get to wear them. And you know, a lot of these volunteers, I recognize them as like local captains of industry. There's a vice president from Alexander and Baldwin, Stu Glauberman, who used to be the spokesman for Aloha Airlines. I mean, a lot of these people have important jobs and are important in the community, but they're all, you know, donating their time to help people get around.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I found really fascinating too, is that as we were interviewing all the volunteers, you could really see how they're all from different backgrounds and different stages of life, but it was really cool to see them unite and work together on contributing to one project.
Did the press center look the way you expected? For me, it was much bigger than I expected.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was a lot bigger than I expected to. There were a lot more cubicles than I thought there would be, and it was really interesting to see the signs on the cubicles that told you which stations from around the world were here today.
Yeah, so you're working cheek by jowl with Agence France Presse of France and Xinhua of China.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. And then in the back, there are a whole bunch of chairs and a podium, and the news conferences you see later in the week are mostly going to be held there. Are you going to get to see any of those, by the way?
I don't think so, but I hope. I
now,
wish I could.
you wrote a letter to Tim Geithner, the Treasury Secretary, to ask for an interview, right?
Yes. As a part of the Hikino program, they also asked me to write a letter to him, hopefully to get an interview to him, talking about the economy from youth in Hawaii's point of view.
Okay. You know, he might do it. He's got a very busy schedule, and maybe he'll be too busy, but he might do it because, in my experience, people in Washington like doing interviews with people who are not the usual professionals out to get them. And they know that Alayna's just going to ask what she wants to know and then expect an answer in plain English. That's not to say that a professional politician is capable of giving that answer, but they know that's what's expected. Guys?
You never know, though. She might have some tough questions, too.
I know. Very well spoken.